Hi everyone, my name is Dan, and this important training video is brought to you by the Estate and Elder Planning Center. Today we're going to answer the question, what are the Ohio Medicaid qualification rules? And here's exactly what you'll learn in today's video training. First, why is it that some people spend their entire life savings on home health care and nursing home costs, while others get a free ride? Next, what the two qualifying categories are. And then finally, how to qualify for Ohio Medicaid even if you have too much income and too many assets. So if you've ever wondered why some people spend their entire life savings on home health care and nursing home costs, while others seem to get a free ride, then you're not alone. In fact, most middle-income families can receive full government assistance for health care costs if they know the rules for qualifying for Medicaid. So before we get started, let's take a look at just a couple key points. Most poor families automatically qualify for Ohio Medicaid. But why is this? Well, it's simple. Their income and their asset base is well below the maximum amounts. Also, most middle-income families believe they have to be poor before they qualify for Ohio Medicaid. So what's the real truth here? Well, the truth is you don't have to be poor to qualify for Ohio Medicaid, and you don't have to go broke to qualify for Ohio Medicaid. Let's talk about a real-life case study. We have Don, who's married to Dot. Don is 78, and his wife is 72. And they've been married for 52 wonderful years. Now, recently, Dot was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. They have a home that's valued at $175,000, and they have joint assets totaling $350,000. So what's the problem, right? Well, the big problem is Dot could no longer take care of herself. And this left Don to do everything for both of them, including cleaning the house, grocery shopping, cooking meals, paying the bills, and obviously the most difficult task, bathing, dressing, and helping Dot go to the bathroom. At 78, Don was tired and needed help, but did not know where to turn. Now, like most middle-income families, he did not know that he and Dot could do something to qualify for Medicaid assistance. So the big question is, can Don and Dot qualify for Ohio Medicaid? Well, before we answer that question, let's talk about the two qualifying categories that we must consider. Category number one is income, and then category number two are assets. Let's look at the income qualifying rules first. A married Medicaid applicant, under most circumstances, can allocate some or all of his or her income to the well spouse, which remains at home. Now, the Medicaid term given to this is known as the Minimum Monthly Maintenance Needs Allowance, or the MMMNA for short. When the sick spouse applies for Medicaid, the rules then separate the spouse's income, and their income is reviewed independent of each other, and that's a very important point to remember. Now, this is important to know because if the sick spouse's income is too high, which is approximately $2,000 in Ohio, then they will not be qualified to receive Medicaid nursing home benefits. For example, Don's current monthly income is $2,500 per month. Dot's income is $1,200 per month. So since we're planning for Dot, her $1,200 a month income is well below the $2,000 limit. However, just for illustrative purposes, if Don were ever to apply for Medicaid, he would be denied because his monthly income exceeds the maximum limit of $2,000 per month. However, if you know the rules and apply the right strategies, then not only will you qualify like in the example above, but a significant portion of income can be redirected back to the well spouse so that they can maintain their lifestyle. As a point of reference, if Don were to have to go into the nursing home, there are special income qualifying strategies that would still make him eligible to receive Ohio Medicaid even if his income is above the $2,000 limit. Now let's review the asset considerations, and let's review the three categories of assets that come into play. The first category are the exempt assets. Now, these exempt assets are things like $2,000 in cash, the primary home, one car, personal property, funeral burial contracts, IRAs. In most states, they're protected if the IRAs are in the well spouse's name, and up to $1,500 in cash value life insurance. The well spouse at home, in other words, gets to keep these assets without any problems from the local Medicaid department. The second category of assets are unavailable assets, and unavailable assets are simply an interest in someone else's estate or real estate that cannot be sold. And then the final category called countable assets, and as the name implies, these things include cash, CDs, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, tax-deferred annuities, second car, buildings, or land owned. Like I mentioned, as the name implies, Medicaid looks at these types of assets and counts them against the estate. So looking at the list above, the well spouse, which is Don, is allowed to keep assets like the home and the car. However, one important note here, the Medicaid rules only allow the well spouse to keep a limited amount of assets above the exempt assets being the house and the car. Now in the state of Ohio, the well spouse at home is allowed to keep up to 50% of all the assets, but limited to a maximum amount of approximately $109,560. So as you can see, it really would be easy for most families to reach this $109,000 limit very quickly. The problem comes when the well spouse has more than the 109, like in our example. Without knowing the rules and applying proper asset strategies, the well spouse will be forced to spend down all remaining assets above the 109 limit. What's sad is this doesn't have to be the case, and most families can protect up to 100% of their assets if no one is in the nursing home. And check this out, between 50 to 60% of all assets can be protected even if one or both spouses are already in a nursing home. Would you like to learn how to qualify for Ohio Medicaid? Then get our free report called Medicaid Secrets Revealed. This 23-page report exposes the truth about how to qualify for nursing home benefits without spending down your life savings or subjecting your home to Medicaid recovery. Pick up your report now by going to helpprotectyourfamily.com or give us a call at area code 216-642-8233. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.